Next is discussion and approval on the process and or committee for making changes in the employee handbook.
Well, the handbook was approved by you in August, and it has gone out to all of our employees. It's also available online, and questions are coming up. And so we anticipate that we will need to make changes based on questions that arise and problems that develop. And I think we understood that going in, that we knew this was a fluid document that would require change. We really need to get a process and a committee in place to deal with those needed changes. And so you have in front of you a draft of what I would recommend for the Employee Handbook Review Committee. The composition of the committee would be 3 teacher representatives, 1 from each level, elementary, middle, and high school. We would have 3 support staff members, each from a different category. A building principal, Mr. Gorder as business manager, myself as district administrator, and then 1 board member from the policy committee. We would ask that any interested employees submit their name for participation on the committee, but that the membership would be by appointment by the board president. We anticipate just meeting twice a year, once at the end of first semester and then at the end of second semester. I would keep a running list of issues that appear to need more clarification based on input from building principals, supervisors, teachers themselves, and the support staff. And then the process would be that...
Can you add board members in there?
I certainly can. I'll make sure I get that in. What we would do is generate the agenda items then, take time to discuss those items, get people's feedback. Recommendations then would be made, given to the board policy committee. The policy committee would review them before bringing those recommendations to the full board. And again, the full board would have 2 readings prior to approval of any change in the employee handbook, and then we would allot ourselves 5 days following full board approval for those changes to go into effect, so we can be notifying the staff of the changes via employee messenger. So that is the process, and the committee. This was brainstormed also in policy committee. We got ideas for how to piece this together there. So that's what we're looking at, and if it's acceptable with adding board members as one of the groups that we are getting input from, I would again be looking for approval of this.
So move to approve.
Second. We have a motion and a second to approve the process and putting together this committee for making changes in the employee handbook as set forth in the description put together by Mrs. Zardi, which lists the composition, meetings, agenda items, and process. Any other questions or discussion about this committee? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries, so that committee is approved, and I guess we'll look for expressions of interest in being on the committee.
Well, I will notify all of the employees this week about the creation of the committee so that they can submit their names for consideration. And we just would need to find out from the board policy committee which board member would prefer to serve on the committee.
Okay. Thank you.